Welcome back to my channel, everyone. It is time for my fourth quarter of 2021 empties. So I haul a lot of things on this channel, but what I like to show you during this series are the beauty related type things, wellness things that I've used up, and I let you know how it worked out for me and whether or not it's worth the money and if I would recommend buying it again. The first item is one that you have seen here on this channel before, and if you have tried it yourself or even looked at it in store, please let me know in the comments down below. It is the Olay Cleansing and Nourishing B3 plus Hyaluronic Acid Body Wash. This has is the same as this. This is the small one. This is the first one, first size that I was able to find and picked up at TJ Maxx. And then I have since put it on subscribe and save, and I'm getting the bigger bottles. The, what is this, a 17.9 ounce bottle delivered from Amazon in a pack of 4. I have lost count already of the number of these that I have gone through. It has virtually replaced all of the other body washes. I still occasionally use my philosophy, but this is the one that I reach for over and over and over, and dare I say over again. This is also the one that I traveled with throughout the holidays because I did not want to be without it. So this is an absolute yes. I love this stuff. I love the way that it makes my skin feel. I love the sensory experience that the fragrance provides inside the shower. I love the creaminess. I love the frothiness on an exfoliating towel. I feel like it's just enough to help elevate the shower experience. And therefore, in the quarter, I emptied a small one, which actually kind of, I started at the end of the last quarter and finished this quarter, and then went through an entire full-size one during the quarter as well. This is a yes, and it is a whole yes over and over and over again. And I'm going to tell you what I've paired this with in the shower at the end that has made my skin feel so small, soft and smooth. And it is, I'm going to throw this over in a trash bag here. It is this number. Yep, 3 of them. Now, let me just say, these were not all brand new. Some of them I've been gradually working on. Not really sure if I really loved it or not. And I have fallen in love with it. Don't particularly care for this one on dry skin. Like once I've dried off, I was using it because it's a replacement for the Vaseline version. But in shower, Olay. And then while I am still soaking wet, but the water is turned off in the shower, I actually apply this is the Amazon version of the cocoa butter body oil gel. Solimo, I think that's an I in there. Solimo. This is the brand, it's the Amazon brand. Soaking wet after that shower body wash, soaking wet, apply this to all of the parts and pieces, and then I only towel dry those things that I cannot stand to be wet, that I cannot wait to air dry. So like armpits, back, some other parts that I'm not gonna get tagged on YouTube for. But this at the end of the day still has me super hydrated, moisturized. Because this is an oil gel, it kind of locks the moisture inside the shower while it's still steamy. And then I just completely air dry after I've towel dried the parts and pieces that I can't wait to air dry. I love this, and as you can tell, I've gone through 3 and 2 of the shower body washes that should be a sign that this is an absolute hit. This one got finished out of, one of them got finished out of my travel bag. One of them was already in the shower, semi in use, that I was using sporadically, finished off, and then went through an entire bottle. So these are a 6.8 ounce, and I will admit, I've gone through these a lot faster than any of the Vaseline versions, but when you got a winner, you've got a winner. And with the winter season, dry skin is not cute anytime, but definitely, you know, more likely to get it during the colder weather months with the heat being on. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, next item is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleansing Gel. Was this worth it? Yes. When I started using this, I started seeing improvements in everything related to my skin. I alternated between this and the Superfood Elemis face wash, and I love this. I got a travel size version so that I could travel with an active face wash when I was away from home. I have replaced this bottle, and in my last haul, Sephora haul of 2021, I actually replaced the travel size version of this. That's how much I like it. Is it worth it? Yes. Would I buy it again? Already have. I would recommend that you have at least 2 face washes in your regimen. One that is an active and then one that is a cream, and you can alternate days, or use your active at night and your cream cleanser in the morning, because after all, you've washed your face at night. When you get up the next morning and wash your face, you haven't really done anything. Maybe you got a little sweaty over in the night, maybe not, but just a gentle cream cleanser. If you don't have more in rotation, you should have at least 2. I recommend this one, but maybe if you're oily, if you're acne prone, maybe if you're dealing with dry, maybe you decide to do something different. This one focuses on pores, so making sure that your canvas is really smooth. That's why I really like this one, but maybe you find another one to put in rotation depending on what your skin needs are. But there it is again, Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleansing Gel. That one is a yes. My next one is a vitamin supplement, the apple cider vinegar by the brand Be Live. I've talked about this over and over again. I think I have at least 1, sometimes 2 of these every quarter. This is my go-to apple cider vinegar supplement. It is sugar-free. Is it an alternative to the Goli? Because when I started with Goli, they couldn't keep them in stock, and that was frustrating. So I found another brand that I like, and that's this one. Would I purchase it again? I have it on subscribe and save from Amazon, so another bottle is on its way. The next is one of my favorite repurchases, and it is the vitamin C from the brand Fresh, and it is the Vitamin Nectar Glow Juice Antioxidant Face Serum. This is the small size, and I think it runs like $28 on Sephora. I love the smell of this. It smells like orange juice, like you're just spreading orange juice over your face. But I love the fact that it doesn't make my face feel sticky afterwards. It absorbs really well. Dropper. Love the fact that it is in a glass bottle. And the glass is colored so that it helps to filter out sunlight, UV, so that the solution actually, the serum actually stays stable. So I really like this one. I have repurchased this one. This is one of my favorite vitamin C's. So I like this one. I like, there is a vitamin C oil serum from Coors. And the third one I cannot think of right now. but I'll let you know the next time it's in an Empties. Okay, the next two items are more supplements, and they are the vitamin D3, and it is the 5,000 IU dose per day. I love this. If you have melanin skin and you have not been tested for vitamin D deficiency or low vitamin D, you may want to have your doctor check the next time. Usually people of color run a little on the lower end of vitamin D just because our melanin helps to filter out the vitamin D from the sun, which means less of it absorbs, which means internally we typically don't have enough in our system. So a good vitamin D supplement I take every day. And then also my Philips Colon Health Daily Probiotic, because if you've got internal issues going on with your digestion, if you're eating a greasy, unhealthy diet, not only sometimes can you get gassy, but it will show up in your complexion. Now, I rarely eat fried foods, and if it is fried, it's typically a French fry, and it's probably from someplace like Chick-fil-A. I'm just going to be honest. I don't eat any red meat. I don't eat any pork. I do eat lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. My issue is carbs and sugar. I love my desserts, and I have yet to meet a carb that I did not like. But to make sure that I, am healthy inside and regular, I take the Colon Health once a day. It also helps to ensure that my skin stays healthy because there isn't stuff in my stomach that's appearing in my skin. So those two I would repurchase. Now, this is on Subscribe and Save from Amazon, so I have another bottle. This is a 60 count, so I get like one every 60 days, I think is the way I have it set up, so that I have enough for 60 days by the time the next one comes. The Now brand, I also picked these up from Amazon, but the ones that I'm using now for vitamin D, since this one emptied, I actually bought a big bottle from Costco. And I think the IU is a little bit, I think it's 10,000 IU maybe. Nothing wrong with this brand. It's just not the brand that I repurchased. And the vitamin D, for whatever reason, in this brand was not available on Subscribe and Save. So whenever it runs out, I just pick up one from wherever I can find one at a decent price. The next item is one from Elemis, and it is the Elemis Warm Tonka and Vanilla Hand Wash. I wasn't really sure about this when I originally purchased it because I didn't know what Tonka smelled like. Like, is that a plant? Is it a flower? Is it a root? I did not know. But this hand wash is like a spa experience in a pump. I purchased two of them. The second one is currently at the sink in the master bathroom. I love it. I wish I had purchased more. The smell did take me a minute to kind of adjust to. It's not bad, but again, I had no clue what Tonka smelled like, so I was trying to figure out if I liked it or disliked it. And after a couple of uses, I fell in love with it. The smell does linger, so I had to be a little bit careful layering hand lotion after using this soap, because there were a couple of times that I picked up a hand lotion that had a fragrance that did not sit well with the smell of the Tonka and vanilla lingering on my hands. So that would be my only caution. Once I figured out which hand lotion worked well with it, it was no problem. But that could present a problem, and it did for me initially. It caused some problems with my sinuses. But would I buy it again? Absolutely. It's from the brand Elemis, but I picked this one up during a haul from Nordstrom Rack. The next item is the travel size of the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleansing Gel. It is a mouthful. I've already repurchased another travel size because I don't like being on the road away from home without it. The next items are also a couple of repurchases. The first is the Tatcha the Essence. I have been riding with Tatcha for a minute, and I love the Essence. It's one of those things you don't even know you need it in your skincare routine until you add it in, and then when you try to take it out, you realize how much it is really adding by way of hydration and getting your canvas prepped and ready. That being said, I have not purchased this in a while. I think I still have 2 or 3 bottles of this left, and once I'm done, I will likely not repurchase. Because I've found a replacement that I think is better by the brand Kiehl's, and I have hauled that, and it'll take me a little bit to have that bottle in the Empties, maybe by the end of next quarter, not this quarter. I like the Essence by Tatcha, but I just think that the Kiehl's version now has a bit more added oomph to it, and it's about $35-$40 cheaper. I still love this. I'm going to use what I have, but now that I have discovered something else, Tatcha is being replaced. She is no longer HG status when it comes to Essence in my skincare routine. She has been dethroned. So would I repurchase this? The answer is no, but you will see a few more of these in Empties because I do plan to finish using what I have, but I will not purchase again. So there's that. The next item is from the Inky list, and it is their PHA toner. Find me something better and I will switch, but I love this stuff. It is gentle. It helps to the radiate. It helps to slough off. It keeps my lips smooth. It's a light exfoliator. Elbows, hands, knees. I love this on a Shiseido cotton round. I hate the packaging though because I feel like I'm going through this way too fast. The dispenser is not good. It's relatively inexpensive, so I'm not squawking about it too much. But I think this is maybe my 3rd bottle, maybe 3rd or 4th bottle. I really like it. Use it with the Shiseido facial cottons, which is another empty. This is small enough that I travel and then I can pull a couple of the cotton pads out and travel with these so that I can use these together. Would I repurchase this? Yes, I actually purchased 2 of them in my last Sephora haul of 2021. I purchased them during the holiday sale for 2021, and as soon as I get low, I will be purchasing again because I do not want to be without this. So Shiseido facial cottons. This is a pack that I actually found on clearance at TJ Maxx, but I usually purchase these during the Sephora sale when they're 20% off. But if you can find them on clearance at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, the price is much better than even the discounted price on Sephora during the sale. So these two go together like, I don't know, peanut butter and jelly. They're just that good. All right. The next item is my Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I think this is one of the better varieties of Empties. You let me know down in the comments. What do you think about this? It's a lot of, not a lot of drugstore stuff. All right, so this is, again, their Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I love this. I will repurchase this. I'm pretty sure I have a backup of this. However, this is more of a summertime moisturizer for me. It is not really thick, which I like, but this in the wintertime, if you're prone to dry skin and not using, a steamer, not using a humidifier at night, you may dry your skin out because this is rich, but it's more of kind of a gel formula. So it could be problematic during the colder weather months. Last year, I used this during the winter with no problems. I used it on into the spring and the summer, no problems. The beginning of this week, I wasn't hydrating well. The heat was on a bit more because of the temperature change, and I dried out and started peeling. Now, I kind of know what to do in order to get my skin back in line, but I switched to my winter moisturizer, which is by the brand Drunk Elephant. So this one would not be one that I would try during the winter months if I'm not using my humidifier. With the humidifier, like last winter, it works. Humidifiers on now. Speaking of Drunk Elephant, I like their C Firma Day Serum Vitamin C. And if not, for the whopping price tag, as one, and two, the fact that when you travel with this, you never know whether you're going to have enough to get through the trip or not, because you can't tell when it's getting low or empty. Price and container aside, I do like this formula. I like the way that it absorbs. It's not sticky. It doesn't have a fragrance to it. But quite honestly, because it's such a, knowing if you have enough is a gamble. I probably would not repurchase this until they maybe consider putting some kind of little indicator on the box or something, so that maybe just a little window down here so that I can kind of see when it's getting low, so that I know to repurchase. Love the formula, but I have no plans of repurchasing this vitamin C from Drunk Elephant for the reasons that I stated. Price, even though it's good, and then because there's no indicator to let me know when it's getting low so that I can repurchase. So that's the next item. The next one is my fresh Seaberry Moisturizing Face Oil. I know that it's been a while since you have seen this in an Empties, and you probably thought that I abandoned it for some of the other oils that I have hauled. But unless I specify that this has been dethroned, consider fresh Seaberry to be HG status, and it has been in rotation. This was a little larger bottle. I do have a couple of small travel size ones. Those are in rotation now. I do have one in my travel bag. Love this oil. I know it's been a while since you've seen it, but it's still being used, and I would absolutely repurchase this. I love this oil. It is rich in omegas 3, 6, 7, and 9. It is 100% pure moisture, and that is with sea buckthorn oil. Love this. This is another item from Fresh. See the vitamin C, the oil. There's a theme there. Next is the Dr. Jart Ceramidin facial sheet mask. Did this because I was continuing to work on my moisture barrier, because remember I mentioned that I got dry. Needed something to kind of help pull the moisture level back together. I did it, didn't do my boot camp, and here we are sitting in January. This was in December. Here we are sitting in January, and I had dry skin peeling. So I didn't stick with my usual routine of boot camp, and my skin reminded me that that's not how we roll around these parts. So I will be using a couple of Moisture or Hydra Dr. Jart masks because I know my skin right now is dehydrated, but I do like this one for moisture barrier. The next item is a couple of, let's see, let me get a couple of things pulled out here. We're getting close to the end. We're getting to the end. All right, so this is a travel size of the Exuviance Sika Firm Face Oil. It was just a travel. I liked it. It did well. I can't see it replacing my fresh sea buckthorn oil, but I did like it. I didn't notice any major differences in my skin. So if I can find it someplace on sale like at Ulta, I may pick it up. But if not, it was a nice sample. I was able to work through it. Nothing bad to say about it. Just can't say that at full price that I would pull the trigger on a full size one. The next is the CoverGirl So Lashy Blast Pro Mascara. Call me bougie, but I'm not really big on some of the ones and formulas of drugstore mascara. And this was one I wouldn't repurchase. I'm not even sure if they make this anymore. This was like in my back stock. And I wasn't pleased with it. It has, I don't like the formula. The wand was really good. Not crazy about the formula. So here's the wand. And as you can tell, it's kind of flat on the body. So really good for like digging in and getting low and extending your lashes. And then it's got this little kind of round end on it. It's like a little ball with spikes on it, and it's really good for like getting the details of your inner and outer top lash, and then the bottom as well. So I like the wand, not more than some of the others. Like the wand, not a good formula. It's kind of goopy. Didn't care for it. The next is another drugstore mascara that I finished. This one is the Telescopic Explosion Mascara. I don't know how many more of these I have in backup. When this mascara was available on the market, it may still be. It's been forever since I bought it. This was my go-to. It was the go-to before I switched to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. But I liked it because it solely has that little round wand similar to the So Lash that I just showed you. And I liked it. I liked the formula and I liked the applicator because I was able to get in and get all of the little details. And I'll be sad once I'm done with my back stock of that. The next is two of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. One for travel, one for my makeup vanity at home. This is bae. This is still my go-to. I've got on a different mascara today, drugstore brand. Not ready to say whether I like it, love it, or I'm neutral on it, but I do have on a drugstore mascara today. You let me know in the comments, does it look like a drugstore mascara? I kind of feel like it does because the lashes aren't super full and black like when I use this, but I've got two. Travel bag, regular bag. Love them both. The next two items, this is the Crest White Strip Supreme Professional Whitening. I don't know if I really get down with the strips. I have a few. I've tried them. I've kind of boot camped. Some of them I forgot to. I think I just like my whitening gel and my trays a lot better than these strips. They can kind of get messy. I don't know that I'm a fan. This next one is the Tea Tree Moisture Foot Mask. I do like this. Not as much as I like some of the other ones, but if I saw a clearance pack in TJ Maxx, I would purchase them after I've done like an at-home pedicure or just an exfoliation of my feet to help seal in some moisture, especially after like maybe paraffin or in my little heated booties. I like them. They're relatively inexpensive, and you can find these at TJ Maxx. The next is a travel Bath and Body Works Paris Amore shower gel. I think this thing, it's taken me forever to get through this. It was in a travel bag, then I pulled it into a guest bathroom, then I pulled it out the guest bathroom and decided to finish it. But that process has strung on for a long time. I do like the smell of it, but I don't know that I would purchase it again. And then the last thing is a Marc Jacobs Blacker eyeliner. I've continued to purchase this over and over and over again. I really like the formula, the creaminess. I like the packaging. I just like this eyeliner, and I would repurchase it again. So that's it. I feel like that was a lot. I feel like that was a lot of stuff. Let me know, what are your thoughts? Any surprises in the empties? Anything you want to try? Let me know. Drop a comment down below. Please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe and turn on your bell alert so that you do not miss any of my future uploads. Until next quarter, thank you so very much for watching. Take care.